Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nazimuddin bin Ahmad and my group member Abdul Syukur bin Hussein, Engku Muhammad Hanif bin Engku Muhammad Hamzah, Nur Aini binti Muhammad and also Nur Izzati Yusra binti Yusuf. Actually this video presented for Ustaz Muhammad Yusuf Niteh.
Dengan nama Allah yang Maha Pemurah lagi Maha Penyayang. Dan di antara tanda-tanda kekuasaannya, Dia yakni Allah menjadikan untukmu isterimu dari dirimu sendiri agar kamu hidup tenang, dan Dia menjadikan rasa cinta dan sayang di antara kamu. Surah Ar-Rum ayat 21.
Mahar is derived from Arabic. In the Holy Quran, it has also been referred to as As-Sadaq, Al-Saduqah, Anila, Al-Aj, Al-Faridah, and Al-Aqah. Mahar in Islamic law refers to the gift that must be given by husband to the wife at the time of wedding. There are few dalil Al-Quran say about mahar. There are many proposition dalil that supports the giving of dowry as obligatory, such as in Surah An-Nisa verse 4. And give the woman upon marriage their bridal gift graciously. But if they give out willingly to you anything of it, then take it in satisfaction and ease. In Surah An-Nisa verse 24. So, for whatever you enjoy from them, give them their due compensation as an obligation.
Okay, next we move on about hukum of mahar. Amount of mahar if child is determined by the wali. If poverty or widow, determine its own. Sunat to say amount of mahar while doing akad. How to pay? A great value or benefit. The hukum will be cash or debt or delay. Debt of mahar after her husband commits sexual intercourse and shubha intercourse, or one of them died. Husband must be paid. If a husband dies, his heirs are required to pay. Debt of mahar, if divorced before intercourse, the hukum paid half of mahar to wife. If the wife requests fasaq and before intercourse, husband is not required to pay mahar. Cash of mahar, if divorced before intercourse, the wife must return half of the dowry to her husband. If the wife requests fasaq and before intercourse, by the wife must return the entire amount of dowry.
Mahar condition. Mahar or dowry is given to the wife must be something can be traded or something that there is a price or can rent either the visible at the hand of the person or that in the liability. Other conditions. First, shall consist of dowry, something sacred and not something that illegal like wine, carcass and pig. The second one is dowry should be in the possession of power her husband. Example such as pilferage, hijacking or goods that are not owned. Next condition is dowry should be clean from any fraud or as something that does not exist, whether the type, amount of nature, for example a home or cattle or otherwise. Likewise, there is a legitimate dowry, something is not perfect, such as buying goods that have not been received, qabah, or something that is not able to be delivered. For example, bird that fly in the air, or wild animal in the forest, or fish in the sea.
Next we go to types of dowry. Types of dowry have two. First, mahar musamma and mahar misil. Mahar misil, the dowry in which type and the value are not stated or agreed upon during the akad nikah. The dowry that should be given is one that is to the value of a dowry befitting the wife's social status, such as that of her sister of the same parents or sister of the same father or her aunt. If she does not have any of the aforementioned female relatives, the dowry that should be given is one of the that is to the value of a dowry befitting one of the wives standing in society. Otherwise, it is up to the husband and based on local customs and traditions.
Continue is, there are other issues that need to be taken into account in determining this type of dowry. First, appearance, wealth, the local condition, her religion, her piousness or taqwa, her knowledge, her intelligence, her honor, and her status, whether single or divorced or widow. And lastly is other factors that can be assessed.
Okay, next types of mahar is mahar mutamma, the dowry in which the type and value are clearly stated and agreed upon during the solemnization ceremony or akad nikah, as is practiced by our societies today. Ulama has agreed that this type of dowry should be paid by the husband in the event of one of the following: first, the consummation of the marriage, and the death of one of them, whether husband or wife. Next, we go to mahar rates. Dowry of marriage or mahar rates are fixed by the religious authorities of the state. For states that do not differentiate rates by marital status of the bride, the amount is depend by state.
Verifying the rate for the state of the marital status of the bride. Refer to the Selangor and KL, Negeri Sembilan, Sabah. Virgin is RM80 and widow RM40. By other states like Kedah, Perlis, Terengganu, Kelantan, total dowry is not set by the government.
Okay, mahar in Malaysia, in Kedah, Kelantan and the Northern Territory, dowry should normally be provided, paid by the man or his representative to the woman or her representative in front of person or kadi, and at least 2 other witnesses. In Johor, provided dowry or shopping and delivery or both may be paid by the husband or his representative to his wife or his representative in cash or owing either to the security or guarantee or not, and shall be made in front of 2 witnesses and kadi.
In Pahang, dowry shall paid by the husband or his representative to his wife or his representative with cash or debt in front of kadi and 2 witnesses. In Selangor, Johor, Penang, Malacca, Negeri Sembilan, Perlis and Perak, provided dowry shall is paid by the husband or his representative wife or his representative during the wedding and in front of 2 witnesses.
Okay, mahar issues. The dowry related issues can usually be divided into 4 categories. First, condition when for the all dowries, when the wife of an apostate before the intercourse, when the husband divorced his wife before intercourse and rates of dowry has not been set. The situation when the 4 half dowry. First, when the husband apostasy before the intercourse. Second, when the husband divorced his wife after intercourse. And the last one, when the husband divorced his wife before intercourse and rates set dowry. The situation when the husband must pay all dowry, when a divorce occurs after intercourse. When the husband has been said that the dowry to be paid before intercourse, the wife is entitled to prevent the husband from intercourse until her husband pay dowry. Fourth, the situation when the husband or wife died before sexual intercourse, how about the dowry? If the husband dies before intercourse, his wife must pay the full dowry to the widow. If the wife dies before intercourse, the husband must pay the full dowry to the wife of the beneficiary family.
There are few cases about claim of mahar. Between Janet versus Sheikh Kurab Bugs, in the case, it was decided that the dowry to be paid with the money. The good have been given cannot be considered as part of dowry, and it can be proved by the husband unless there is an agreement by the first wife. Next case is between Rosnah versus Ibrahim. In the case, the wife has been divorced and demanded his mahar 50 ringgit and 300 ringgit balance wedding expenses. Qadi rules that the dowry is paid 50 ringgit and the husband is required to pay the marriage expenses to 300 ringgit. Next case between Salma versus Man Akhir. In this case, the divorced wife has demanded payment of 600 ringgit dowry that have not been paid by the ex-husband even after they have sexual intercourse. Ex-husband claimed that the claim was abandoned by his wife and her husband agreed not to pay the dowry. However, she denied the claim. Ex-husband called two witnesses completion of their evidence was rejected on the reason they did not see the person talking. Court judgment have been given to the claimant to pay the outstanding balance of 600 dowries.
In conclusion, the dowry is one of the wife's rights that is essentially given by the husband to the wife without expectation, as an expression of his love and responsibility. It is intended to please the wife so that she feels appreciated and more willing to begin a new life with the husband.
In Surah An-Nur, verse 32, marry those among you who are single, or the virtuous one among yourself, male or female. If they are in poverty, Allah will give them means out of His grace, for Allah encompasses all and knows all things. Thank you.